way to do that. Basically, no. From historical point of view, in Belgrade we have a lot of, let's say, monuments, which is made just for some heroes, some kings or something, put in public space, and we note it and count it as a public art. But real public art, which is made with public and for public and by public also, you can find time to time, but not always. Just a few of artists have potential to make this public art, which is, let's say, site-specific and socially responsible. Because if you have to have from contemporary point of view about public art, if you want to have good public art, this public art has to be, let's say, contextual oriented and socially responsible. When I say socially responsible, I mean that there has to be produced with collaboration and negotiation between artists and citizens. Because why we need public art at all? Because we have to say something about publicity, about society, through artistic point of view. I believe that artists, especially best artists, can reflect it, because artist has a sense to be mirror of how to be mirror of society. But it's normally today to communicate with society and asking respond from them about my way of thinking. And finally, maybe I will offer them something, but finally my product, my art, will be a product of our mutual work. Me as an artist and the citizens as somebody who finally will be consumer. But not only consumer. Why? Because this piece of art will reflect their own identity. Their own identity is reflected also in the space, because an urban space is a reflection of society, is mirror of society. In Serbia we always say that our city is exactly like we are, that our city is our mirror, that our city talk about us much than we want to say about us. I think that public art is the best way to reflect it, to let's say spark it, to just make it in the best way and to show it to the people around, and to the other people who came here as tourists, as our visitors. Because because of that, I don't believe just in something which is spatial, contextual public art. In literature, you will find the sentence site-specific public art. That means that site is very original, and that art has to reflecting of characteristic of site. But what is the difference between site and place? Place and space. Space and mirror, mirror and society. But when we put in that time, we reach history. And it starts to be very complex. Because of that, I like to say contextual specific public art. That means all level of context. And the best public art has most of layers inside of them and give most of response on layers that context asking. The best way is participatory process, but not only participatory process. Any artist has to be clever because he has to motivate and facilitate process of negotiation, but also they has negotiate not just with people, they has to negotiate with space. Not just a reading space, you have to negotiate with space. You have to understand space, to give them question, to ask question, to give answers, and your art will be your final, let's say, not decision, but final reaction on all these contextuality challenges. Yes, maybe I don't think anything, but maybe I hope something. Because of that, we organize one program, Public Art and Public Space, in our faculty, and we work with our students in development of idea of public art. Because public art as a profession, especially in field of urban design, when you say development of Belgrade from point of view of public art, means something which is maybe not connected. Future of the city connected with art could be just a little bit weird, but it's not. It's really straight pointed position that I believe that the destiny of any city today depends on let's say art too, as other level of city life too. We work, why we institutionalize this this program here, Public Art and Public Space, just because of that, to produce new generation of young experts who will have in the future, tomorrow, will have huge influence in practice in city life, but not only in Belgrade, in Serbia at all. And also we try to connect, to make our working network with other, let's say, similar program around the world, and to exchange our knowledge, to involve this knowledge in our practice. And our experience during the last 6 years means that there is a future in this field, and I believe that this field in future development of city of Belgrade will have a very important role. If it is not, it will be pity. But this city can survive without it. But it's not enjoyable like that public art is in just city life daily.